Hello there, wherever you're watching from the world. I hope that you are well, and in the midst of this chaos that's occurring right now, I hope that you're finding peace and calm, at least even for a few moments. So this video is addressing a little bit of what's going on right now with the coronavirus. I was talking to my brother the other day, and he said to me, it just occurred to me today that this is going to be in the history books. You know, so the magnitude of the situation was really dawning on him. And I said, yeah, that's true. And I told him, you know how when we were little kids, if we met someone who was in World War II, we would ask them, oh, well, tell me what it was like. How did you survive without having everything that you needed? And, you know, we just had so many questions for them. And that when we are old, there are going to be little children who are asking us, what was that time like? How did you survive? What did you do? And thinking about that makes me realize that we are currently writing the history of the future. So, I mean, it's like we've gotten into a time machine. Imagine that we've lived our whole lives and we're old and we've done it all, and we're thinking back to all the things that have happened already. And we're thinking, oh, I wish I could go back in time and do that differently. Well, guess what? Here we are in the present moment. We are back in time. We are currently writing the history that future generations will hear. So we have to decide, what are we gonna write? How are we gonna say that we managed this? You know, and it's true, there are some really hard, there's some terribly, terribly hard and tragic things that are happening right now that just seem so far out of our control. So what are we doing that's in our control? What are we doing that we're gonna inspire future generations by telling them? And just the other day, I had to travel, I had to fly to get home. And I told one of the flight attendants, I said, thank you for what you're doing, because all of the flight attendants were really upbeat and joyful and trying to make people laugh and telling jokes and being so friendly, and they were just going above and beyond. And I said, thank you for what you're doing. And she said, well, we all have to do our part, whatever that may be. And so I'm realizing it's like, yes, we all have to do our part, whatever that may be. If your part is that you need to stay in extreme quarantine, then maybe your part is that you're making phone calls out and checking up on people. Or just the other day here, we brought some groceries in to the house, and you know, they're saying now that it's really important to sanitize the groceries that are coming in. And so I spent all day just like scrubbing all of the containers in the kitchen, and then scrubbing all of the food in the fridge and the freezer, and just making sure everything was clean and safe. Oh, hello, welcome, welcome. And so then I realized that was my part for the day. That's what I could do, and that's what I was able to offer. And so just thinking, as big or as small as it is, what is our part? What can we do today? It doesn't have to be moving mountains, although there are people out there right now that are moving mountains, and thank you to them. But we all have our part to play. And that part that we play on a day-to-day basis is the history that we're writing for those future generations when they learn about this time. So it's a good reflection. Please leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. I hope to do more of these live videos. So much love to you. Be safe, be well.